Hello everyone, this is Kuo, and this is my laundry talk. Hello, this show is for my language improvement, nothing else. So I will talk whatever I want to talk. And if you happen to see these videos, I hope you will gain something from it. Well, or just relax, whatever. So today I'm going to talk about fear to moving to Japan. So me and my partner have been talking about relocating to Japan. It's not solid yet. Well, it's kind of solid, but we don't have any significant timeline or anything yet, and we just talk about it. And as much as I love the idea of it, I do feel some sort of like anxiety or like the nervousness. So let's talk about that. First of all, let me just focus on what's great about Japan. I think the biggest thing for me is food. I love Japanese food. And food is something you consume every day. Food is something I feel very passionate about. So being able to eat something I love, and then it's very, I've never thought of that way, but when you are in Canada, you have food like, you know, hamburger or those like Western pizza, those, you have access to those pretty much any time. And of course it's very, I mean, I don't have to explain this. When you're in Japan, you always have access to Japanese food, and that's something very big, especially like I can, you know, have those very casually and then with very low prices. So that's something I definitely appreciate. So that will make me happy, very that. And also this Japan experience in Japan, or just, you know, living abroad, will benefit or gives my partner a new perspective, and that's something I would love my partner to go through. It's not always easy, but more or less great perspective to have, and I would love to share this feeling to him. Like I'm living in Canada, and I have been experiencing, or like, you know, I daily feel all the happiness and struggle about living in foreign countries. So I feel like this, you know, living in Japan would definitely gives my partner lots of new perspectives, will allow yourself to basically gain new perspective. It's such a great thing, because when I was in Japan, what I thought was like, if there is an answer or there is a procedure to do something, I thought that's something you have to follow. But now I'm in Canada, and the best or like a logical way in your head is not necessarily the best way in Canada or in Canadian perspectives. And sometimes it's really hard to grasp the idea, and then even if I put those theory into words, it's not necessarily translate well in your head. So now you physically experience those phenomena, and then that's gotta give you, you know, stress. Like stress is not necessarily like negative stress, more like overall, okay, stimulation is a word. So I feel like that's really nice. So second thing, you will definitely get those, and I would love my partner to go experience that. So that's other positive part about Japan. What else? Food, new perspectives, new like challenges, and for me also, you know, changing of environment. I am still young, and then I'm not allowed, but again, new stimulation is always good. I will go through a lot of changes. I tend to feel comfortable wherever I am in, or where you have already adapted to. So yeah, this will give me again stimulation, new perspective. Maybe I will feel very differently about living in Japan compared to last time. So that. And again, so going back to the topics, so that like I definitely feel anxiety, or it's worrisome, and a part of living in Japan, moving to Japan is worrisome. So let's talk about that. I've been thinking about like what makes me feel this way, why I, you know, have reaction to those things. My first thought is that when I was in Japan, again going back when I was in university, there is some sort of uncomfortableness, and I definitely resonate, or I put reason on like who I was, like my sexuality. I couldn't be open about it. So those things are definitely a part of a big reason that I felt very uncomfortable when I was in Japan. But now I live in Canada. I, you know, live openly. I feel like I'm in a place finally I can embrace myself. So my first worry is that once I'm back in Japan, I don't want to go back to the place I was in when I was in Japan. I was so unhappy. I felt very empty, and I'm not still sure that, you know, how it's gonna go, and that's definitely giving me some anxiety. And then, like, you know, I just want to dig deep into it. What made I feel that way? Like, was that actually my sexuality, or like was it something else? And then the other day, me and my partner had a conversation about, you know, successful, you know, yeah. My partner was saying that if I'm in Japan, I can speak English and I can communicate. So I should be very, you know, very hireable. I should be able to get a job very soon or very easily. No, I think that's, okay, how I said it is very like, I translated it in my head, but basically saying that I should be able to get a job, or like I should be popular in terms of like, you know, employment. And then that came down to, okay, so I was overreacting that in that conversation, but I felt some degree of expectation, or like the success I wasn't able to achieve when I was in Japan. And then now we are talking about success. When I was 20 years old, 21 years old, the definition of success was very, very blurry. I wasn't sure what I was aiming for. And it was like chasing something I do not understand. So that was, more scary than you're chasing the concrete goal. And that time, more and more, the more I thought about that time, the less I understand why I was so nervous, why I was so insecure. Again, like I definitely thought because my sexuality, like who I was, but the more I think, the more I think that there must be more reasons or more layers of reasons why I felt that way. Like, I don't know, I was very good at creating pressure on myself, and the expectation was big. I haven't really found any good answer to this situation, answer to what I felt. So it's hard to say, but anyway. So what I want to say is that when it comes to moving to Japan, I'm just very worried that I'm going back to those insecurity or rabbit hole that I'm not sure how to get out. There's like expectation that was coming from myself that I don't understand or how to fulfill. So I'm worried about that. And the second thing is that, again, going back to success, but when I'm in Canada, I was quite peace with what I don't know, it's very hard to say because it's very comparison like between when I was in Japan and here, but I feel like I was fine with myself finally. I was fine with where I was. I started working for a bank, and then is that the career I wanted to pursue? No. But are you okay with it? Absolutely. When I was in Japan, I was unhappy, but now I'm happy. Maybe I'm not doing something I've always wanted to do, but it's fine. Like I was finally felt okay with myself. Like, okay, I don't have to be something special. Like as long as I'm happy, I can be happy for myself. I thought that was great. But now I'm going back to the place that I felt so empty. I'm hoping that I don't have to. I'm hoping that once I'm back, I can be okay. I stay okay with myself. That's something I'm worried about too. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. But what I'm trying to say here, so after talking about the positive side and negative side about going to Japan, I feel like it's very, very easy to focus on those negativities, those areas that you feel unsure about it. Like it's very easy to get down deep on that. But again, you never know, and you might be successful. So that portion, like, I shouldn't expect myself to be in those sad situation again. I don't think that's a great idea. So hopefully I will find some light down there and then be happy down there as well with my partner. Thanks so much for watching. Bye now.